It is a damp, gray, chilly, overcast day here in Oshawa, Ontario. Rain on and off all day predicted for today, and it is quite cold in the wind at the moment. But I'm pleased to say that after long last, the pond is now functioning. It's filled to its operating levels, and I just had the pump running just to get the water circulating for a moment to see how everything is working. You can kind of see the ripples there on top of the water from one of the returns. The pond, to fill it to the level that it's at, including the 2 Easy Pods and the 2 barrels, which will be the moving bed filter, took 4,900 US gallons, and that equates to 18,458 liters. So just a little bit shy of the 5,000 that I thought it was from the year before last, but then I did have some additional filtration in there as well, so that would have added that extra 100 or so gallons on it. But things seem to be working well. You can see again that it is at the operating level where it is supposed to be. It's still a bit of a work in progress to get the aeration hooked up for the Easy Pods. I don't have any media in them yet. That has to be cleaned and then put through a PP bath before I get things actually running for the fish. The water is extremely cold, but right now the filters seem to be doing, their thing as far as the circulation, etc. I'm just going to climb down into the filter pit, so bear with me for a moment and I will be right back with you. I'm now down in the filter pit, and you can see, if you look closely there, you can see the water moving around a little bit in the first Easy Pod filter. That one in turn is feeding the second one, and again you can see a little bit of leaf debris that was in the filter kind of moving around at the moment. That one is feeding this barrel, which will be the moving bed. There was a little bit of sediment in the pipes, that's why it's a little bit cloudy in here at the moment, but that will clear once I get things running. That in turn feeds this chamber, which will also be a moving bed, and this is the one that houses a pump. So the pump, unfortunately, it's a little hard to see. It's down at the bottom of the barrel there, coming into this pipe, which is now going through the first line here, which brings it down into my UVs. It goes through one, then through the second one, and then from there it gets put into the pond itself. And the second line, the top one here at the top, is a direct return right to the pond. And to control flow going into the pond, it's simply a matter of opening up the valves or adjusting the valves accordingly. One controls the outlet on one side, one on the other side. And the UVs are connected, I just haven't plugged them in yet. I'm not going to be doing that until everything else is up and running in another week or so. And as I mentioned, that is my sump barrel down in there, so that's where the filters will drain when it's time to clean them. So you can see again a bit of water movement in there, which is a good sign. That means the water's flowing in nicely. Same on this side over here, and I will post another video once I have the media and everything in there and functioning. But as you can see, the circulation going in there, the little vortex or whirlpool as the water's going down to the other filter. So it's moving very nicely, got a nice flow coming through it. This should do a great job, and I'm very pleased to have this done at this point. It did take a long time to fill the pond. I'm guessing probably about 12, 14 hours, something like that, with a tap going full bore. But things are looking good at the moment. Everything is working well, and we're heading in the right direction as far as getting the koi out here once things warm up a bit. As I said, a bit more time is going to be necessary to hook up the air supply for the moving bed filters, and just to get the connection made for the Easy Pods. That's the one, will be the inlet control of the air there. It'll be split to the 2 pods, and then the tap on that side for that one. The other one, which is just there at the moment, will be going into the second chamber here where the pump is. And other than that, things seem to be going well. And it is my intent to put some additional filtration outside of the pit itself. It's going to be up there where that barrel is. That's just a storage barrel at the moment. Just up near the garden shed. There'll be some more filtration going in there. And I will be updating everybody on what I'm doing, what I'm setting up in the next while once I get things up and running. So I'm just going to get back out of the pit. I'll show you another quick overview of the pond here from a slightly different angle. And I'll be back with you in just a moment. And just another quick look at the pond. That is now the operating level that it is meant to be at when the fish are in. Again, you can see some of the water movement there, hopefully from the one return coming in. The one on the far side, you see a few bubbles still coming out from that airline, or sorry, the water line there, a bit of air that was trapped in there over the winter. And the electric fence that goes around the pond, you can see a couple of the posts have come loose over the winter. That has to be fixed yet, but my goal was to get everything cleaned and ready to be running. So, making good progress. It's been a long road to get there, and I am really looking forward to getting things up and running this season. As I had mentioned earlier, I do have an appointment with my doctor in about 3 weeks, and I'm going actually next week to the hospital for a CT scan. Hopefully everything is good following last year's surgery, and I'll be able to keep motoring on and getting things done here with the pond. And I'm going to be ordering a cover which will be going up on top of the supports here to provide shade over the summer months, because the sun does beat down on this pond, especially early in the afternoon, and the pond, even with the UVs, can get kind of green without that sun protection, and it helps keep the koi safe as well. So just again, an update here on Thursday afternoon. The sun is trying to break through. We've got a little bit of blue sky coming up in this area, and cloud and more cloud, but they are calling for rain and chilly temperatures for the next few days, possibly even a few flurries over the weekend. So definitely won't be doing much out here at that point, but things are moving along nicely, and I am very pleased to have gotten this far. Thank you all for kind of coming along on this journey with me as I'm getting this done. Certainly feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Always look forward to getting your comments, and I will catch you up on the next one. Take care, everyone.